Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of profound order, a feeling that beneath the vast, silent expanse, there's a hidden structure, a language waiting to be understood? It's a universal human experience, this search for meaning in the majestic darkness above. For millennia, our ancestors charted the stars, not just for navigation, but for answers. They saw stories, gods, and destinies written in the constellations. In parallel, another language of meaning was developing, one rooted not in the stars, but in spirit and story. In ancient scriptures, certain numbers appear again and again, carrying immense weight and significance. Numbers like 3, 7, 10, 12, and 40. They are woven into the very fabric of sacred stories, marking moments of creation, covenant, and completion. They are the architecture of our most foundational narratives. But what if their significance doesn't end there? What if these same numbers, so central to our spiritual heritage, also echo through the universe itself, written in the silent poetry of the cosmos? Tonight, we embark on a journey of wonder. We're not seeking to prove faith with science, or to reduce the mysteries of the divine to mere mathematics. That would diminish both. Instead, we're simply looking for echoes, for surprising resonances between the patterns of the heavens and the numbers held sacred on earth. We will explore 5 biblical numbers: 7, 12, 40, 3, and 10, and the cosmic phenomena that seem to mirror their ancient meanings. This is an invitation to marvel at the intricate beauty and order that surrounds us, from the smallest cycles of life to the grandest celestial ballets. It's a journey into the space where curiosity and reverence can coexist. Let's begin with the number 7. In Scripture, 7 is the number of divine completion and perfection. The 7 days of creation culminate in a day of rest, establishing a perfect week. We see the 7 seals in Revelation, the 7 trumpets. It consistently signals a finished work, a perfect self-contained whole. Now, look to our closest celestial companion, the moon. Its cycle from one new moon to the next takes roughly 28 days. And what is 28? It's a perfect cycle of 4 sevens. Each of the moon's 4 primary phases, new moon, first quarter, full moon, and third quarter, lasts approximately 7 days. This quiet, constant rhythm has governed life on Earth for eons, a celestial clock marking our weeks long before we had calendars. Science explains this as a natural gravitational dance, a predictable orbital period, and it is. But for a person of faith, could this steady, 7-based rhythm also be seen as a gentle whisper of that same completeness, a cosmic rhyme with the biblical idea of a finished, perfect cycle, a quiet affirmation of order, repeated every month in the sky above? Next, consider the number 12. In the Bible, 12 is a number of foundational structure, of divine government and authority. The 12 tribes of Israel formed the nation. The 12 apostles of Jesus formed the foundation of the church. It represents a complete system of governance, a perfect organizational structure. Now look again to the sky. As the earth makes its annual journey around the sun appears to travel across a specific path, a celestial highway known as the ecliptic. For thousands of years, observers noticed that this path is divided into 12 major constellations, the 12 houses of the zodiac. For ancient astronomers and farmers, these 12 patterns marked the passage of the year, providing a framework for time itself, for planting and for harvest. A pattern of 12 on Earth, suggesting structure and divine appointment. A pattern of 12 in the heavens, also suggesting structure and the orderly passage of time. Is it just a coincidence? Or is it a hint of a shared blueprint for order, a common language of structure, both terrestrial and cosmic? Then there is 40. This is a number of testing, trial, and transformation. It's rarely a number of ease. It's a number of endurance. 40 days and nights of rain for Noah's flood, a cleansing of the world. 40 years the Israelites wandered in the wilderness, a period of testing before entering the promised land. 40 days Jesus fasted in the desert, a time of preparation for his ministry. It represents a significant period of preparation leading to a new beginning. In the cosmos, we find cycles that resonate with this theme of extended periods of waiting and alignment. Venus, the bright morning and evening star, completes its synodic cycle, that is, it returns to the same point in our sky relative to the Sun, in about 584 days. This is remarkably close to 40 times the half-period of Mars's orbit. While not an exact integer, these long, interlocking cycles, often hovering around multiples of 40 or 400, remind us of the universe's own periods of waiting and preparation before grand celestial alignments occur. They speak to a cosmos that operates on vast timescales where patience is a fundamental principle of its mechanics. The number 3 also finds a powerful echo in the heavens. Biblically, 3 is a number of divine wholeness and resurrection. It represents unity and completeness, most famously in the concept of the Holy Trinity. It's the number of days before Christ's resurrection, a symbol of ultimate triumph and divine power. For a long time, astronomers thought that systems with more than 2 stars would be inherently unstable. Yet as our observational power has grown, we've discovered something remarkable: the surprising stability of many triple-star systems. In these cosmic ballets, 3 suns perform a complex, harmonious gravitational dance, bound together in a stable, lasting union. Furthermore, the 3-body problem in physics highlights how special and delicate such a stable arrangement is. This celestial trinity, a stable system of 3, offers a beautiful, if unintentional, parallel to the theological concept of a perfect, unified 3-in-1. Finally, we come to the number 10. 10 is a number of law, order, and divine responsibility. It's the number of the 10 Commandments, the foundational legal and moral code given to humanity. It represents a full measure, a complete set of rules for living in community. This sense of order and classification is mirrored quite literally in how we attempt to understand the cosmos. Our entire system of measurement, the metric system used by scientists worldwide, is based on powers of 10. We classify the universe in groups of 10. The Hubble sequence, our primary method for categorizing galaxies, divides them into roughly 10 main types and subtypes. From the 10 main classifications of stars to the decimal-based systems we use to measure the unfathomable vastness of space, the number 10 has become our human framework for imposing order on the cosmic chaos. It's the number we use to count the heavens. So, what are we to make of all this? These echoes, these numerical rhymes between Scripture and stars, don't prove anything in a scientific sense. They are not, and should not be, presented as empirical evidence for faith. Science is brilliant at answering the question of how. It tells us how gravity choreographs the dance of the moon and the stars, how orbits are calculated, how galaxies are formed. But faith, philosophy, and the human spirit are drawn to a different question. The question of why. Why is the universe so orderly? Why is it so beautiful? Why does it contain patterns that resonate so deeply with the patterns of our oldest stories? These numerical connections don't bridge the gap between how and why, but they stand at the edge of it, inviting us to look across. They remind us of an ancient verse from the Psalms: "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands." Perhaps the universe is singing a song and we are just beginning to notice the familiar refrains. The value of noticing these patterns isn't in finding definitive answers, but in cultivating a deeper sense of wonder. It fosters a humility that acknowledges the vastness of what we don't know, both scientifically and spiritually. It reminds us that the world within, our world of story, meaning, and faith, and the world without, the cosmos of physics, matter, and energy, might not be so separate after all. They may be 2 verses of the same poem, written in different languages. The search for meaning is what makes us human, and sometimes, meaning is found not in the proof, but in the poetry of the connection itself. Which of these numbers speaks to you the most? Is there another pattern, another echo between your faith or your philosophy and the world around you that fills you with awe? We invite you to share your thoughts. Follow for more journeys into the wonders where faith and the cosmos meet.